take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in them. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Whoa, won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had
to. Today, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they come in on a good run. Winners of 5 of their last 7. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Seattle's first go on offense forthcoming, and under center, of course, Russell Wilson.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. Beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football and rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
They'll start with the option. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Calling officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Now Carson fumbles the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. So here are the 49ers and their offense in great field position already. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Niners are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Drummond. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Nothing. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out comes the Seattle offense. We take a peek at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. If this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
This is Carson. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Pretty good 1st down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That's taken in by Stewart. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy. Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And he's got Lockett. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that...
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Bobby Wagner, multiple times in All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
After the sack on 1st down, Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Russell Wilson sacked.
Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one, so you look over the sideline.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Javon Kinlaw, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
You know something about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage? How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
A 41-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. So he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th. NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It was Jaron Reed who got him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll run with Henderson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
It's a 6-yard gain on the Ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Off play action. Drummond completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
1st and 10. At the 18-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7. Seahawks 3.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Henderson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Focus, defense, focus.
To throw on 2nd down. Drummond. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 3rd down, Drummond, and a throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Seahawks 3.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. That now brings up a very interesting identical situation on 3rd down.
Yeah, people couldn't see us on camera, but I love how you motioned to me like, throw the ball. This is a great shot to take it. 2nd and short. Maybe take a big shot downfield. Instead, they ran it. Didn't work out for them very well. They should listen to you, partner.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
On the play.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Well, these two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed.
A gain of 4.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Drummond. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Operating from the gun. Drummond. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke. It up. An update from down in L.A. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Jared Goff leading the charge offensively. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
Now it's Carson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's got this one complete to Stewart. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Over 30 yards there. And 1st downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49ers 17-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete over the middle to Stewart. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That catch good for only a couple.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On third and goal, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. 17. From 3 yards out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he knew he was going to take a shot in the pocket. He did, but he also found a way to get it into the end zone.
And that has to ease the pain a little bit of the shot he took, didn't it? Being able to throw it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, Drummond. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Operating from the gun. Drummond to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for George.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3?
57.
To throw again. Drummond. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. It is the final weekend of the regular season, final day of the calendar year as well. A lot of action to update you on, so let's get right to it. We'll start out west in the City of Angels with Arizona in town for an NFC West matchup. And it's the Cardinals who are out in front in that one. Kyler Murray, responsible for the lone touchdown in the game thus far as he's thrown a touchdown pass. From Chicago, we head north to the home of their rivals as we check on the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Aaron Rodgers with 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. 2 touchdown passes there for Jameis Winston. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. This is Henderson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run once more with Henderson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Off the play fake. Drummond, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And the lead is up to 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker. Try
and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
At the 33-yard line.
On second down now, it's Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. From the gun, Drummond. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Tack McKinley has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And he's on the heels of winning the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award. He had a pair of sacks in last week's game, Charles.
So much for adjusting, so much for game planning, right? You know that he had the 2 sacks last week. Why aren't you able to block him? Sometimes the superior athlete just wins.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down, Drummond, and down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 85 catches for him on the year now. The result there is a 1st down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Drummond steps away to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Operating from the gun. Drummond, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we... watched him work, and what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's 2nd and inches at the 39-yard line.
Here's Carson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris Carson, the ball carrier.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A handoff on the option to Singletary. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 15. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a... Ten-yard return, and the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Drummond. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Tim Williams He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
To throw on second down. Drummond over the middle to Kittle. Complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On third down, Drummond. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Tack McKinley has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at about the 32. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
At their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Final minute now of the third quarter.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run with Henderson. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Again, it's Henderson. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Henderson will try and run for the 1st. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the 1st. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel his third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Flush to his right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On third down, Wilson. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. To throw again is Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. That it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield.
Wilson's pass.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A Seahawk first down as Wilson finds Lockett. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
The ball carrier.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, They've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson flushed out right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and
he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1-to-5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1-to-5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
15-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Again, it's Henderson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From the gun, Drummond. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henderson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
You got three down. 29 is the mic. Mike 29. Oh, here we go.
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So the victory here for San Francisco.
And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.